There are a lot of people that are very worried when they heard this news yesterday uh, that De'Aaron Fox, he is not yet, but will be signing with Klutch Sports. There's stuff that goes on behind the scenes there that would bore you, but it's a formality. So naturally, well, why is he signing with Rich Paul and Klutch Sports? All they do is take stars and put them in big markets and force their way out.
Do they, by the way? Is there more than one example?
I mean, everybody remembers the Anthony Davis thing.
Okay. Is there more than one?
I don't know. Actually, I should have had
I'm looking at their list. I don't see it.
NBA. Here's who they have. Well, I'm not going to name 50 guys, but everyone from Lonzo Ball to, of course, Anthony Davis to Draymond to LeBron to Zach LaVine, Ben McLemore, longtime Klutch client, Ben Simmons, Colin Sexton, John Wall, Trae Young.
I feel like Trae Young would be a good example. Are they nervous in Atlanta?
No, not really. But Atlanta's also a big market. But,
yeah.
I think what would be interesting, I do need to go over this list, is how many of these players are currently playing in small markets. I mean, I can see some right now. As a matter of fact, Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, you had that Cleveland move.
Yeah.
But I do not believe, I'm looking, Donovan Mitchell's not part of their team. First off, De'Aaron's former agent, this had to be difficult because they go all the way back. This is, I believe, shooting coach back in the day. Like, this is one of those, a lot of times NBA players will bring people from college, whatever, they'll bring them up with them. This is one of those guys. So this could not have been an easy thing for him to do. Then you wonder, well, hold on. Well, why is he doing that? Now, a lot of times this is, could be perceived as a shot across the bow. If you have somebody that's coming up on a new contract, it's not uncommon for players, especially when it's in a max world, to say, I need to. But where this becomes confusing is that De'Aaron is a max player who just started his max
just signed,
deal.
yeah.
So he's not, he's not, he doesn't need that. Secondly, I've never understood this. When you're at a max level, what are you peeling off percentages to? Just represent yourself, because you walk in, hey, you give me the max? Yeah, we'll give you the max. Okay, thanks. And you just gave 5
I'll take
points.
all of the max.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I don't need to pay you 5%, Jason, to go in there and say what I could say. Where agents really come in handy is mainly two places. Well, three, I should say. Number one, mid-level players that need to get more money. Number two, players that are in a volatile situation that need to get out and want to go to the right place. And number three, when you're looking at, you want to increase your profile, endorsements, et cetera, et cetera. Here's the thing about endorsements, and things can change, but I know the word on De'Aaron a few years, at least, I mean, as soon as a couple years ago, the last time I had a conversation about this, is he's not really an endorsement guy.
Right.
Not because he couldn't be, and not because he doesn't endorse anything. He just likes to play basketball and hang with his friends and family. And
nothing wrong with that.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And he just isn't really an endorsement hungry dude. He's a good looking kid. He's awesome. He could totally be a great pitch man if he wanted to. It just, he picks and chooses and doesn't choose a lot.
Yeah. So
I don't know that's why, unless, again, that's changed. Listen, he just got married, family, whatever. I don't know. I don't know his business. I'm just saying maybe people change, right? So maybe. So it's not for the contract. I don't think it's for endorsements. And then the other one people think about is, okay, well, does he want out?
Right.
Well, let's look at that. Does he want out? I mean, really, the team has repeatedly deferred to him, whether it's with Luka Doncic and that picking Bagley because they didn't want to take the ball out of his hands, trading Tyrese Halliburton rather than trading De'Aaron Fox. Like, the team has shown, and giving him a max deal. The team has done everything they can to show him loyalty, but they haven't won. And things are going really well right now. I'll worry about this if the team collapses, finishes out of the playoffs again. We're in the offseason again, having collapsed. Remember the Jaeger year where they fell apart at the end? I don't want to think about that right now, but I'm saying if that were to happen, Jason, I'll think about this a little bit. This will get into my head.
Right.
But right now, I think it's just He wanted to button things up, and I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, and a lot of things go together, right? I mean, as far as when the Kings made the move to get Domantas Sabonis, it's like they're immediately, Dave, you know what people were, are they going to be able to keep him? Are they going to be able to sign him? Well, that present day, you just don't know. Got to see how he looks here. And the first half of season was okay. Right now, it looks a lot better at this present moment, but it's all going to be indicating on how each individual plays, how the team plays, how they get along. Again, I think from camp to now, everybody has maintained, those that are closest, that it feels different internally. There's a different vibe.
Yes.
Well, that's all well and good. But when you start winning, then that verifies and validates that. So right now it feels really good. I would think the people there, for the most part, are happy. But, yeah, things in this league and in sports change quickly. But right now it looks good.
I think so. I don't think it seems like De'Aaron is very, very happy here. And again, and I hear the speculation, well, maybe it's that NFT deal. And that was whole botched. And this is I don't know. And you get into trouble when you
speculate.
Yeah, when you're speculating, who knows? Maybe his guy was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to focus. You never know. What matters, or what should matter to King, I don't care who's representing De'Aaron Fox. What matters is, well, is this going to have ramifications on the floor, on the roster, whatever? And the answer there is, neither of us really see a path right now, but it's one of those, put that, file that in the back of your head.
Yeah. And maybe it's just the fact that it's Klutch Sports, right? Because if it was just another agency, is anybody even making much of this? And the fact that, I mean, the one example we have is Anthony Davis.
Right.
But that's really it with that group, to our knowledge.
I think so.
So, I mean, I don't know that it's a recurring thing. I don't know that, I mean, everybody jumped to kind of that conclusion, but as long as Fox plays well, he's paid very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his contract isn't up. So
I'm looking on the list here. I don't see it. I could have sworn somebody said Trey. There's another Klutch guy on the Kings roster. Is it Trey Lyles? Somebody else is a Klutch guy on the Kings roster too. So yeah, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. And by the way, not for nothing. Are you serious or no? Oh, Jay said something in my ear. Listen, could be a positive. What if that opens up relationships? And
sure.
De'Aaron says, hey, I want this guy.
Or things are going really well here, and that gets back to the agency, and then it's like, hey, we got to get more people to Sacramento.
Yeah, exactly. I want to get my guy. I want to get my guy in that spot. I'm just, again, as we go to break, I'm looking down this list, and I interesting. Hey, did you know that Klutch also represents Ben Simmons?
Yeah.
Interesting. What?
Why is that interesting?
I don't know. Interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's interesting.
They're here tomorrow.
They are. They are here tomorrow.
He didn't play yesterday.
He didn't.
Nope.
I believe Sean Marks is traveling with the team too. I might have heard that. Anyways, we'll take